JR seemed to have a tough night tonight. What did you see out of him, especially on defense?
I don't know. You got to look at the film, but, a few miscommunications. Of course, he didn't shoot the basketball well, but, it's hard to get in the rhythm, if you're not, getting consistent touches. So, not too much worried about his shot. We know he can make shots, but just communication defensive-wise.
Did you at all feel like some of your guys lost their composure as the game went on?
We've been here before, so we got to keep our composure, like you said, and I thought we did. I thought down the stretch we took some bad shots. Being down 7 or down 9, with 9, 10 minutes, that's a lot of time. So I thought we took some rush shots. Didn't close the half well the first half. We had a chance to go up double figures going into the locker room and didn't really close the half the way we wanted to close it. And then they had a big offensive, third quarter scoring 36 points, so that's way too many.
Steve.
Steve Ashburn, NBA.com. When you come back to JR like that, even when he's not been shooting the ball well, is that defensive minded, and are you just thinking he can get a good look or two?
It's both. I mean, defensive wise, and I think he can make big shots. He's taken big shots, made big shots for us. So no matter what he's shooting for the game, we know he can get going at any point in time. So that's the reason.
He had just sort of gotten tangled up with Marcus at the other end, the previous possession. Was that frustration on JR's part when he got into it?
I mean, just competing. I mean, battling. They're playing physical, so that's just part of competing.
Jason.
Ty, I know you're not getting a lot of contributions out of a lot of guys right now, but why is Rodney Hood still in the rotation?
Because I want him there.
What has he done to show? Well, what has he done to show you that he deserves those minutes?
Well, I'm gonna keep playing him, so he'll be better. And I thought last game, game 1, he really played well for us, going 5 for 12, getting double figures. So that's why I went with him.
Dave.
Ty, outside of LeBron and Kevin, where do you think you can get consistent offense moving forward in this series?
I thought Kyle came in and gave us a good first half. His movement created a lot of confusion. They're switching a lot of stuff, so being able to attack with Bron and Kevin in the post and then kicking out the guys for shots or putting it back down on the floor. But we really don't have a lot of guys that can drive and penetrate the paint, once the ball comes out because we have the shooting. So we'll be better going back home. We know that. They play well, in that second half, and we got to be ready to go on Saturday.
Down front.
Ty, you spoke about it a moment ago about the end of the first half and that period into the first part of the third quarter. Anything tactically that you saw that wasn't you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we turned the ball over late. They got an easy uncontested layup to go in and half, and then the third quarter we kind of exchanged baskets back and forth. Had a couple of miscommunications on defense, and then they scored some easy ones, and they kind of got them going, and then kind of snowball from there.
Marla.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. The physicality was kind of brutal the whole night. How did you think you guys handled that? And
we got to be tougher. I think they're playing tougher than we are. We see that. They're being physical. They're gooning the game up, and we got to do the same thing. So we got to be tougher mentally and physically.
Coach, middle.
Coach, you were asked back here before the game if you could sustain a bad game from LeBron and still win. When he has a great game like that and you still lose, is that almost worse? Or, just what did you think of his effort and everything tonight?
I thought he played well. But they played better than we did tonight. So, when he usually has a performance like this, we usually win games. But tonight, we didn't shoot the ball extremely well. But, then again, he played well, and other guys they'll be ready to go when we get home. So,
back down front.
Ty, right here. What did you generally think of Marcus Smart's impact on tonight's game?
The same impact he always has, just, winning basketball. He makes winning plays. He makes tough plays. Like we said before, if it's 50-50 balls, he's going to get it. If it's a loose ball, offensive rebound they need to have, he's going to get it. So we got to be able to find someone who can match his toughness.
Dave.
Ty, what was your level of concern after LeBron had that collision with Jason Tatum, and did you check in with him, and what was he saying about how he was feeling afterwards?
I haven't talked to him afterwards, but it was a tough collision. Knocked his head, sideways, and of course he came back. But when he came back, I don't think he had that same punch that he had before he left. as far as attacking the basket, playing with that force and power we talked about, his shoot around. So we'll see how he feels.
Anything else for Coach Lue? Last one in the back, Gary.
Sorry, Ty. Gary
That's all
Washington,
right, G.
Boston Globe. You got 3 days off. How do you get, I mean, it seemed like Jeff, when he made that turnover, put his head down, the Rozier layup where you guys kind of stood and watched. How do you get the spirits lifted over the next 3 days after losing the first two?
Well, I mean, the reality is they did what they were supposed to do. They took care of home court. We have to win one game here. That's our mindset. But, going back home, we know we'll play better. They've shown they haven't played that well on the road. In the playoffs, they played great at home. So we got to come out swinging. We got to be aggressive. I think we got to be physical, and we got to have a physical mindset. That they're coming in, playing tough, they're aggressive, and we got to match that.
Thanks, Coach.